Well, let's switch gears and talk about the stuff that you've done in your community. I know you've done a lot of charity work and volunteering outside of wrestling. Tell me about some of the partnerships that you've worked with outside of wrestling as far as charity is concerned, charity
Well,
work is
really,
concerned.
wrestling has a lot to do with a lot of things we used to do. I used to really get involved, expect anything to do with the kid. I'm on it. You know, I will do anything. And back in the day, we used to do benefits all the time, fundraisers, where we donate the gate, the door for whatever reason calls. I mean, there was a time when I was running OVW, there was a time Danny put me aside. Danny was all for it too. But hey kid, I'm all good for what you're doing, but we got to run some shows and keep the doors open too.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because I was all for it, man. If somebody died, when they were having issues, if it was a wrestling fan or somebody that somebody knew that was, it was word of mouth. Hey, man, oh, my cousin died, and they're having problems there. On the show, let's have a show, man. Get the word out. Benefit. We'll give you the door. We did that a lot.
Yeah, it's
And I
awesome.
would get involved in anything in the community as far as here's more, especially as I've gotten older. Um, help anybody out. I'm all for helping anybody anymore. This world's tough, man. So we don't need to be against each other. It's okay to disagree, but you don't have to hate each other. Uh, but mainly it was mainly a lot to do with wrestling shows. We would put on benefits for. There was a kid here that was murdered. It was pretty high profile murder back then. Also, we did did a benefit for his father. Um, and whatnot, tried to help with that, funeral service, or we just, kids at hospitalization. I think you're the most recent. There was a kid, one of my horse owners, somebody they knew that had a kid that's, I think was in Florida and found out it had something pretty bad,
Wow.
cancer going on. So, a huge wrestling fan. The kid was a huge wrestling fan. So, um, I reached out to a few people, and then how that picks up pretty quick. And all of a sudden, a lot of these guys that he knew start tweeting him and stuff and sending him what's his. And I'm terrible if I go to say the next something else. I've had a lot of concussions, so my brain don't function as well as it used to. And it wasn't great then, but oh, Dustin Rhodes, Dusty's son, not Dustin, the other one.
Cody.
Cody Rhodes actually did a little video and sent to the kid. So that anything, and people don't think charity don't have to be something to do with money. Charities anything. Charities just helping somebody out. If something like that, I'll thank you for this for what. I made a few phone calls. I didn't do nothing, but it made that kid's life for a little bit. So
Yeah,
that's what matters.
it does. Why do you feel passionate what does it mean to you to help someone in your opinion?
Well, honestly, for a long time, I was trying to reverse all the wrongs I did. Like I said, I never was no angel back in the day, and I don't deny any mistakes I made. I never did anything to hurt anybody. So, I wasn't a thief. So let's get that out there. I was just pretty wild drinking and raising hell and whatnot. But anyway, for a long time, like I said, I thought it was just trying to right the wrongs of the past. But some of if I could help somebody, it just makes me feel good. Any more, it's who I am. I mean, it from opening doors, it don't matter. If I give you the damn shirt off my back if you needed it more than I do. That's and I do without. You can ask. I'll even call my employees, my team that works for me here at the barn. I give them. It's all they love working for me because I try to keep everybody happy. I don't know if I could put a smile on somebody's face, it makes my day. It's like, man, it's try to find another purpose besides just getting the sheet beat out of you all the time. And
Yeah.
I love what I do now. I was raised around the horses a little bit growing up, and been training horses for 17 years now, but full time last 8 years now. I guess again. Um, but I love what I do, and they make me feel good. I deal with a lot of things, a lot of depression and stuff sometimes. So that's the horses make me all better.
Yeah.
But everybody around here at the track, you know, how you are always happy. Gotta be anymore, man. You know,
See,
you can't let the world get to you because you'll just be depressed all the time.
no, and like you said, first it was wrestling, now it's horses, and anything that can provide some enjoyment for you is a good thing because it's a
Yeah,
distraction from the crazy
exactly.
world that we live in today. So,
Exactly, and that's exactly what I tell them. I said, you know, if I start thinking about what's going on around me, man, I'll be depressed as hell. I said, I don't. I just
yeah,
like trying to stay happy. What the hell, you
yeah,
know? Going to be 53 years old. I've lived a full life already. You know, hopefully, I still got some time left. You know, I want to see my grandkids grow up. I love my grandkids to death. My little grandson, you know, my granddaughter's still a little baby yet. She's a little scared of Peppa at the moment. I think it's the gray stuff on the face, but you know, she'll get out of that. My little grandson, he's 6, and I just love that boy to death. So, uh, you know, I'm tearing up even thinking about it. I love that little shit. So, but I've always been that way about kids, man. Anything about because, and I think a lot of that's because of the way I grew up.
yeah,
So, you know, anything I could do for kids, and I've said that it's out there today. That still means, it still goes today. You know, if anybody, there's anything I could do that would put a smile on a kid's face or something I could be involved in to raise a few bucks, you know, kid needs a surgery or anything, you know, I'm all on it. You know, all anybody got to do is pick up the phone and call me. So